Guys, welcome back to another video. Today, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about, was Turbo 2013, or what is Turbo 2013? Is it really that bad in 2026? Or even when it first came out? So let's find out. So first off, when Turbo was first released, people didn't really think anything of it. Like, was it going to be bad or good? But later on in 2013, the negative reviews started coming from critics, saying like, is this movie really like a good movie? Some people were saying, did it copy Cars 2006? Even that, guys, it was that bad. DreamWorks did something spectacular. Even though people thought that it was a total copy about Cars 2006, it was really, like, not. DreamWorks made it a snail, but at the same time, there was in Turbo where it might have copied Doc Hudson's move from Cars 2006, where you watch in Cars 3, you'll see Doc Hudson doing his moves. But yeah, Turbo, I wouldn't say copied it. Cars 3 either, because they were years apart. Turbo came out in 2013, and Cars 3 came out in 2017, when Doc Hudson did his moves. So all I'm going to be saying today is, was it really that bad? In my opinion, no. Turbo 2013 was one of the best movies of my lifetime anyway. So, the plot of Turbo, here we go with the plot. Later in the video, guys, like and subscribe, and I'll make more videos like this. If you like more like this, subscribe. Anyways, the plot was really about how Turbo evolved from just wanting to be a racer and becoming one, where Turbo eventually learned how to race against race cars. So when he got his like shock with, or he shocked the world with his electrolytes in him, or whatever he drank that made him fast, he shocked the world, and people called him "That Snail is Fast" in the movie. But the plot was basically Theo and Jet, which Jet called Turbo Theo because that's his brother's name originally. But basically what happened was Turbo really dreamed of being a racer himself, and he eventually became one. So first off, in the beginning of the movie, you could see him just racing with Guy Gagné on his television, literally. But at the same time, guys, that's a cool concept. But then later in the movie, you know, he's just a regular snail, ordinary snail, in his work hood. You know, he has to gather tomatoes. Later in the movie, though, we find out that Turbo does eventually, like, regret everything he did until he actually becomes a racer. So really, he races a tomato, basically a copy of Guy Gagné. He's making the tomato Guy Gagné, and people are making fun of him because he's not actually a racer. Later in the movie, though, so then the second half of the movie, Jet gets taken away by a crow, and Turbo, after that night when he got the powers, he goes to rescue his brother. He goes to rescue his brother Jet from getting eaten by the crows. And just in the nick of time, he saves them. He saves his own brother. That's pretty good. But then, later, he meets a taco man. They both meet a taco man who said, well, buenas noches, little amigos. This must be my lucky day. So they both get captured, and they brought to the taco shop, where other racer snails are there to teach Turbo how to be an actual racer. Now, what I thought was funny is watch this scene here. I'll put it with volume.
Your sister? Oh, say no more. It's your girlfriend.
So yeah, you guys saw that, right? Turbo basically laughed at Jet because the Taco Man, said, like, oh, it's your girlfriend. But really, then he got bitten. And then Turbo thought it was hilarious. But then after all that, the fellow racers, other snails, get him ready to race in the Indianapolis 500. So when he goes there, his brother can't really believe what he's doing, believe what his ideas are. I mean, I do rate this movie probably 100 out of 100. I don't know why critics hated it so much. It was such a good movie. Even today, they still hate it. But there's still people out there, just like Cars 2, Cars 3. Those are, not as good as Cars 1 or, the originals. But it makes me wish there was a Turbo 2 at this point. But long story short, after they get him ready for the Indianapolis 500, he meets his competitor, his dream person to race against. And really, watch guys, I'm going to put it with audio. This guy was really a villain. So watch this.
When the checker flag drops, they'll be watching me win.
You guys saw that, right? Guy Gagné is not really a friendly guy. But really, when they actually get on the track, Turbo impresses everyone. Maybe not in the first half, but the second half. He begins to really, impress everyone with his speed. Because they couldn't believe it at first. They keep saying, oh, that's snail, it's history. Because in the second half, he fails against the cars. But then to impress everyone, he goes under the car to prove he's not a faker. And then, right after he reaches Guy Gagné up on the track, Turbo literally knocks him, Guy Gagné knocks Turbo out on a side rail or a wall or something. And he gets a tiny crack in his shell. Unfortunately for him. But that didn't stop Turbo from wanting to win against Guy Gagné. So at the way end of the movie, Guy Gagné crashes his car. He's like, I will not lose to a snail. Watch this. You saw that? He goes ahead and cuts the other drivers off, and then he crashes into other drivers, and it's just a huge thing. But then Guy Gagné tries to do something unstoppable that I wouldn't even think he would try. He wanted to kill Turbo to try to win his trophy. But then Turbo did the unexpected that I didn't even expect. His brother Jet said, Turbo, tuck and roll! And then he tucks and roll in his shell. Watch this. Saw that, guys? He tucks and rolls in his shell, literally. And it's such a cool concept. So, wow. And then he wins the trophy. Guy Gagné suffers defeat. And in the end, the Taco Man's shop, I think it's the two taco guys, their plaza eventually blows up just because of this tiny snail, Turbo and his fame. So in the end, as I once said, 100 out of 100. As I explained the plot to you guys, I don't think it's that bad. But in the way end of the movie, all the snails get new shells and they race against one another. So it's such a good ending. And then you hear at the end credits, you'll hear, that snail is fast, that snail is fast. stuff like that. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to share my personal opinion on Turbo. But I will be including the end clip. Watch this.
Safe race out there today, don't want any accidents. That being said, blow 'em off the track, bro.
Okay, so you guys saw that. Jet was like, beat him off the track, bro. And then, that's the end. It ends and then it goes to the credits. So I just feel like, even if people hated it, it's such a well-developed film for anyone to watch. So highly recommend, if you've never seen it, go watch it. If you haven't watched it in a couple of years, go watch it. But yeah, it's definitely like watchable again and again. But yeah, guys, to end off this video, if you guys enjoyed, please like and subscribe. I'll be making more review videos like this. See if these movies were actually that bad. The next one probably coming out will be the Emoji Movie. It's one of my favorites, but it got overhated too, so I'll be talking about that. And its plot line. And if it's like worth watching. If it's worth watching. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Bye now. See you guys.